All right, everybody, how are we doing? I hope everybody is doing great. It is Monday, and I am back on the camera. Took a little bit of a hiatus because I've started my new job, so just wanted to get used to it. But at the same time, I'm constantly thinking about uploading, so I'm making sure to get back on the camera and not only educate all of you guys, but give you that well needed content to not only get you back on track, make sure you understand the discipline you need to get your life together, and always put you forward towards what you need in your life. And I'm just here to get back on to remind you all to not only get back to what you know you need to do, but to continue staying consistent because, as we all know, discipline is what's going to get us to where we're supposed to be. But the only way to stay disciplined is to build that through consistency. That is today's topic because, as you can see, I am not at work. So, not saying that being at work doesn't mean you shouldn't relax, but realistically, when you're not at work at your 9 to 5, you know, earning that money that's going to help you pay your bills, your free time or those days off or your 5 to 9 and the time you have once you get off work, that's when you're supposed to be building the life you want to get out of your 9 to 5. And what I mean by that is, for anybody who's studying certain skills like me, I'm studying trading and I'm building content. It's very important for me to not only build upon these skills before I go to work, but also after work. Because if I only do these things when I feel like it, even though I'm going to my 9 to 5, there's really no way I'm going to see progress because it's only going to be when I feel like it and when I'm not tired from my 9 to 5 that most people would get on and do things that are going to, better themselves, where they work on certain things or, just build themselves up afterward. And the key to really doing that is to stay consistent. I know building a routine is something that a lot of us have heard, but having a certain, schedule of things you do on a daily basis, whether it's before your 9 to 5 or after, allows you to understand what you're going to do within your day. And it also lets you know that you're making progress, because the biggest thing that holds a lot of people back is, to a certain extent, their 9 to 5. But the 9 to 5 is not supposed to hold you back. It's realistically supposed to help you, because that money that you're getting from the 9 to 5 is consistent money that gives you the peace of mind to know you're taking care of your bills, while you also build that side income that's going to add to your 9 to 5, so you won't have to rely only on your 9 to 5 income. It's very important for us to not only have a set schedule for us outside of work, such as taking care of your health, working on a skill set, making sure you also have a meal after work, but doing all the things that you know will prepare you for the next day, while also making sure you're progressing at the same time within that day. Because if you're only just going to your 9 to 5 and then you're coming home relaxing, there's no way you're going to make the progress that you want. And I know a lot of us have goals of not only being successful outside the 9 to 5, but there are some of us who have a 9 to 5 that we don't want to work no more. But realistically, there's no reason for you to quit your 9 to 5 if you don't have any accessible income outside of that. I know you've seen on YouTube a lot of videos or hear people on social media say how they quit their 9 to 5 in order to, continue their dreams. And that's okay, but realistically, that's not what you want to do. In a couple of videos back, I said how there's a concept that I like to call the trifecta effect, which is working your 9 to 5, building a skill set, also not only working on your physique, such as going to the gym and keeping your health in shape, but doing all the things in tandem and every day that will get you to the next level in your progress and also in the next step that you want to go to in your life. Every day is an opportunity to not only do better, but it's really up to you to take advantage of the day. You've heard this phrase, seize the day, and that's very important because it really means to take advantage of what you can do throughout the day. As we understand and go throughout life as we get older, whether you're self-conscious or self-aware of this yet or not, but the moment you really wake up and realize that every single day you have the ability to not only do something but also progress yourself, you really start to key into what changes you need to make within yourself or within your environment that will allow you to stay focused on the task that you have. For example, when I wake up, I don't usually like to doom scroll, but sometimes I have a habit of doing so. But one thing I've made sure to do is wake up in the morning. I like to have my usual breakfast. I call my old man food, which is oatmeal and boiled eggs, because as I've said before, I'm trying to gain weight and also I'm on my gym journey. So that's an easy way for me to have the protein that's going to get me to where I'm going to, achieve that weight goal. But the only way for me to really get there is to stay consistent in what I'm doing, such as eating those meals consistently, getting the calories in while also making sure I'm upping my calorie intake and my protein intake. Because for someone like me who isn't really fat but also wants to build muscle and gain weight, it's important that I'm on a calorie surplus, but I'm also eating as much protein as possible. And it's these certain things that you understand that will allow you to make sure you're doing certain things within your daily life and building certain habits to get to where you want to be. Because a lot of us do have certain goals, but we need to cut out the things in our life that are stopping us from getting to those goals. Such as if you wake up in the morning and you do things that distract you, such as scrolling on your phone, getting on a phone call, talking to people, watching TV, watching YouTube. You don't want to do these things because they wash your brain out from focusing on what you could do in the morning to make you better prepared and aligned with what you want to do. A habit that I've built recently is to listen to audiobooks or to watch some of my motivational YouTube videos in the morning, an hour after I wake up. It's very important that I take in a lot of these words and that I understand and listen to a lot of these vocabularies that I take in, because not only are they positive notes that will allow me to really calm myself in the morning and start my day, but they also give me the right mindset to continue doing the things that I know I'm supposed to be doing. Because it's very easy to get up, go on your phone, scroll through your phone, and then get distracted and then go do something else. And then by the time you stop doing those, maybe an hour or two has gone by, and then now you're starting your day. When you could have started your day early, as soon as you got up, got a lot of things done, and seen how much you could really get through in your day. Because a lot of us, realistically, we waste our time throughout the day. I'll be honest, there's still times that I waste my time throughout the day. Like even making this video, I was hesitant to get on, but it's very important that I stay consistent with the goals that I have. So getting on the camera, making these videos, talking to you guys and letting you know that you still have the ability to change what's going on is really important, not only for me to remind myself that I have to keep doing what I'm supposed to be doing, but it also allows me to put out forth the reminder to you who's watching this video that you also need to continue being consistent in the daily routine and the tasks that you promised yourself that you're going to do, because that's the only way to really build the discipline that's going to help change your life, as you've seen the discipline that's helped change my life. In the past couple months, I went from not only getting fired, but also going from job to job because I didn't like it, to then landing a position that not only makes me more money than I've ever made before, but also allows me to finally start a career in an environment that I not only know I can grow in, I can progress in, but I will have the financial return to not only progress in the ways that I have personally for myself, such as getting my own apartment, being able to provide for myself without worry, and also being able to provide for my family in those times when I'm able to. And it's all these things that I've understood not only through trial and error, but being consistent with going to interviews, getting rejected, and also understanding where I want to go in the work environment through my own hard work, my own effort, and my own consistency with going to interviews and putting in the effort to put myself in the right position. Yes, I've gone through trial and error. Yes, they've been ups and downs, but each trial, each error, each up and down has allowed me to learn from my mistakes, but also understand where I want to put myself and what I won't do to not only jeopardize my future. And considering all the experience that I've had in the last 2 years from these jobs that have not only been management positions, but these positions where I've not only gotten in trouble, gotten fired, but also had to leave the job because I didn't like it, it's allowed me to understand the type of environment that will allow me personally to be successful, but also the environment that I know will allow me to thrive in the work environment that I like, and also build myself in the career space that I want, which is the hospitality environment, which is why I'm very thankful and very grateful to be in the position that I currently am in. But it's only through discipline that I know I'll be able to keep this position. And it's only through consistently showing up to work, being the best manager that I can possibly be, and also completing all the tasks that is required of me in the position that I was put in. And it's all these things that I take with me, not only at work, but also outside of work, building the discipline to not only continue to make these YouTube videos, continue to stay on track with my fitness journey, but also continue to understand, learn, and eventually be profitable in my trading journey. And it's all these things that I also want you who's watching these videos to understand and take with you, because I also know that you have the personal goals that you have in your mind, but you understand what's holding you back. It's most likely you, but it's either you hesitating to start, or you allowing the things around you to stop you and restrict you from just diving deeper into what you know will benefit you. And I don't want you to let these things hold you back. Learn from my experience and also heed the words that I'm relaying to you in these videos, because these will definitely help you. As you guys will see, as I'm making progress within this new career path, not only will life get better, but I will also be able to further explain how not only the financial benefit of putting yourself in a better position will change your life, but it will also allow you to put yourself in a very good position at a young age and not have to deal with the challenges that you see so many people around you complaining about, the challenges that you've seen your parents have to go through, and the natural causes within the world that cause people to not be as successful as they should be. I hope everybody took a lot of advice from this video. The 9 to 5 playbook is in the description. Please get your copy. It is free. I am not charging for it. It will help you understand how to interview. It will help you understand what you need to do to prepare for an interview. And it will also help you understand what you need to do to find a better job and be the candidate that will be successful in getting these job positions, just as you've seen me be successful. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Please subscribe. We're at 76 subscribers. We're almost at 100. I know we guys can get there. If there's any specific topics you want me to talk about, leave a comment. Anybody who needs any specific help with getting a job or finding good sources for job descriptions or job offers, leave a comment. I'll send you a link for anything that you need help with. I have a lot of resources. Get your copy of the 9 to 5 playbook, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.